Hi, wonderful Year 4 artists. Today I'm going to show you how to put basic shapes in 1-point perspective. You're going to need a pencil, blyertspenna. You're also going to need a ruler, lineal, and a plain piece of white paper, vitt papper. Make sure you put your name, class, and table color on the back. Here's an example. Now turn it over. The first thing we're going to do is draw a straight line in the middle of the page. We're going to work landscape style. Oh, don't know if you can see that. We're going to work with our paper landscape style, like this. So, I'm going to take the ruler. I'm going to hold it nice and straight, and I'm going to draw a very light line across the page. In the middle of the line, I'm going to put a small point. Okay, so you should have a nice straight line and a small point in the middle. This is called the horizon line. This is going to help us when we complete our cityscape project. The next step is to draw a square in the top right corner and a triangle in the bottom left corner of the page. So I'll do that and then I will show you. Make sure that you use the ruler and you practice keeping it nice and straight. It's really important that you press lightly with your pencil, just in case you need to erase. This is a good tip, not only now, but anytime you're drawing with a pencil. The size doesn't really matter of the shape, so don't get caught up on that. Just make sure you have a nice straight square and a nice straight triangle. So here we go. Right, so now I have a square in the top right corner and a triangle in the bottom left corner. It might be opposite for you because I think that the camera is taking a picture backwards. But so long as you have one square and one triangle, square above the horizon line and a triangle below. The next step, I'm going to draw a line from the point that we made in the middle. This is called your vanishing point. This is the point from which our shapes are going to come out from. So this is the point perspective. So I'm going to draw a line using my ruler from this point to each corner of the square. Again, you don't want to press too hard, but you want to keep the ruler nice and straight. Okay. So, you'll notice that I drew only 3 lines. I skipped this top corner because to draw a line, I would have to go through the shape. So if you have to go through the shape to get to the corner, then you don't have to draw that line. So just a line to each corner that you can get to without going through the shape. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close off this box, the square, on the bottom and on the side. So the bottom line needs to be parallel. That means running in the same direction as the bottom of the square. Let me see if I can show you. So basically, if you start with your ruler on the bottom line, it's a bit hard to show, and sort of pull it down, making sure to keep it nice and straight, it should be exactly the same direction as the bottom line. So do that. It doesn't matter how much you pull your ruler down. It will give you a longer shape if you pull it down more, and sort of a shorter shape if you don't pull it as much. I'll put a small line to tell us that this line and this line are parallel, running in the same direction. So now you can see that we see the bottom of this now 3D shape, which is called a cube. Now I'm going to work to close off the side of the shape. I'm going to start my line from where this one ends and draw it straight up to meet one of the other guiding lines that I made with my ruler. This line is going to be parallel to the side of the box. So again, you can start your ruler. It's a little bit difficult to see. On the side line here, and pull it over until you meet the corner and draw a nice straight line. And this time, I'm going to put 2 lines to show that these 2 lines are parallel, running the same direction. Now, I have some lines here that I'm going to erase. So my box is going to be floating up here in the corner. So I'm going to take my SUD and erase those extra lines. Okay. And now I have a nice box floating in the corner of the page. We can see the bottom and the side from this perspective. All right, next, the triangle. I'm going to do this one a little bit quicker, but it's the same steps. So first thing, I have 2 rulers here, but I only need 1. I'm going to draw a line from the vanishing point to each corner of triangle. Now triangle has only 3 corners, but in this case, I only need to draw 2 lines because the 3rd corner, I would have to go through the shape to get to that corner, so I don't have to draw that line. To close off this shape, my line needs to be exactly the same direction, parallel, as this diagonal line on the triangle. So just like with the square, let me see if I can get it over here. A little bit hard, these 2. I'm gonna make sure that it is lined up with this diagonal line, and I'm going to pull it out. You can have a long shape, you can have a short shape. It's really up to you. So I'm going to make mine sort of medium length. Okay, now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to erase these guiding lines because we don't need them. And you can see when it's below the horizon line, now we're sort of looking from above and we're looking at the other side of the shape. So you can already see the difference depending where you draw it. Okay, the next thing I'd like you to do, you have some extra space. I would like you to practice drawing other shapes. So we already have done a square and a triangle. You can practice those again if you would like. But I'd like you to have at least 1, 2, 3 more shapes and practice the same method. So I'll do it very quickly to go through and show you. Okay, so maybe I'm going to draw a trapezoid. It's half a hexagon. It also has 4 sides. Okay, 2 of them are the same length and the same direction, parallel, and the other 2 are not the same. I'm going to stick to shapes with corners, and you can too. I'm going to draw a pentagon, so a 5-sided shape. You're going to do the shape of a house, but any shape with 5 sides is a pentagon. And I'm going to do one more. This time I'm going to do it more on the horizon line to see what kind of view will I get there. And this time I'll do a rectangle. So I'm going to go through the horizon line. Just to see what the difference is. Okay. This will take some practice, keeping the ruler straight and, getting the lines the right angle, but with a little practice, you'll be amazed at the result. And this will help you very much to make an awesome city scene. But it's important to get the idea down first before we move on to that. Sometimes they might look a little funny, but you're probably on the right track. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Now I'm going to erase my guiding lines. And if you press nice and lightly with your pencil, then this shouldn't be hard at all. If you press too hard, you might have a hard time erasing. So that's something to work on. Okay, so I'm going to show you and then color them. Okay, so now I did 3 more shapes. I have my pentagon, my house down here. Right on the horizon line, I did a rectangle. So this one's kind of different because we're looking just at the side perspective. It's on our eye level. And then I did a trapezoid up here, sort of similar to the box where you see the bottom and side. Okay, now our 2D shapes have become 3D shapes. And the next step is to very neatly with pencil crayons, färgpennor, oh, that's not a färgpennor, neither is that, but very neatly with pencil crayons, färgpennor, color in your shapes. Remember, color in the same direction, don't leave any white space, take your time. Okay, so always keeping those rules in mind.
What they can, but they can't decide. And they do what they want to, 'cause any kind of feeling's alright. And don't be talking, maybe your mama's flying high as a kite. And you're just like the next one, 'cause we'll be walking lonely tonight. Lonely tonight. If so, we know we'll be coming. If so, we know we'll be coming. If so, we know we'll be coming. Everybody's faking like they can, it makes it alright. Tell me what you want to, 'cause I don't know the wrong from the right. Just don't be talking, maybe your mama's still high as a kite. And I'm just like the next one, 'cause we'll be walking lonely tonight. Lonely tonight. If so, we know we'll be coming. 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 If so, we know we'll be coming.
You can try different values, lighter and darker, and
take it off, take it in, take off all the thoughts of what we've been. Take a look, hesitate, take a picture you could never recreate. Write a song, make a note for the lump that's a song, make a note for the lump that sits inside your throat. Change the lights, change the scene, change it all. We can't change what we've been. Your chokers in my head. 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 Take it all,
Look is nice.
take it in.
This shape.
All the thoughts of what we've
So
been.
take your time and have fun.
Take off all the thoughts of what we've